So once you've created your Facebook advertising account, the next step is to decide on what tool you are going to use in order to create your Facebook ads. So you really have two different options which I'm going to run through in this video, and I'll also run through the pros and cons of each, and at the end of the video I'll give you my recommendation. So the first option you have is going to be Boost Your Post. So you'll see a big Boost Post button below all of your posts on your Facebook page. So if you go ahead and give this a click, it will open a page like this. Boosting your post is the easiest and the fastest way to start advertising on Facebook. So as you can see, we have a few different options when it comes to boosting our post. Our goal at the moment is set to automatic. However, we can go ahead and click change and actually change the goal of the boost. We can go ahead and click we want to get more messages, we want to get more engagement, get more website visitors, or get more leads. So this is really the main objective of boosting our post. So Facebook does give you a few different options, however, it's still a little bit limited in comparison to what you can do in the next tool, which I'm about to show you. So you want to go ahead and pick whichever goal is most suitable for you if you decide to use this tool, of course. So maybe you want to get more engagement, get more likes and comments on your post. You would simply go ahead and click get more engagement, go ahead and click save, and that is the main goal of your campaign. And as a result, you can see Facebook is now going to show your ad to people who are more likely to react, comment and share on your post. You can change the button on your post as well. So at the moment it says send message. You can actually change this to any other button you would like. Maybe learn more or sign up. So I'll go ahead and click learn more. You have a special ad category as well. This is only really applicable if your ad is about social issues such as economy and social rights and so on. You can see you can obviously click this button right here and learn more all about that. But 9 times out of 10, this probably won't be relevant to what you are running ads for, especially if you are boosting a post like we are doing right here. So under the boost your post option, you also have an option to choose your audience, so people who you would like to see your ad. You have your standard audience details, which by default is going to be set to your country, and it's going to have an age range of 18 to 65. So you can go ahead and edit this audience as well. So when it comes to editing your audience, I actually highly recommend that you go out and check your Facebook Insights. So that is simply going over to your Facebook page, going over to Insights, and then coming down to People on the left hand side. And then this will give you an overview of the people that typically interact with your page. So in my instance, the majority of people that interact with my page are actually men. It's 70%, and the age range which most successfully interacts with my page is 25 to 34. So when I'm actually boosting my post, what I want to do is make sure I target men in the age range of 25 to 34. So I would simply go for 25, like so, and I'll go to 34. And I'll show my ad to men like so. This all depends on the main goals of your campaign. You can also review your data under Insights as well to see where the majority of your customers are. So in my instance, it's going to be United Kingdom. So I can go over here and leave mine as United Kingdom. So you can get a bit more granular now in terms of who you're targeting. You can browse the type of demographics people are interested in. For example, you can target people based on how much money they make by going to financial and then going to income. And as you can see, you can target household with income of the top 10% of the US. You can go for the top 5% to maybe show your ads to the most wealthiest people in the United States, for example. This can work really well if you have a high-end product. So if your product is really, really expensive, then you're most likely going to want to show your ad to people that you know have excess money to spend every single month. You can also go into interest as well and show your ad to people who have an interest in a particular thing, such as food and drink, for example. Maybe you have a cooking book which you'd like to promote. You can target people who are interested in cooking, baking, recipes, and so on. So you have quite a few different options under detailed targeting. So for my instance of boosting my post about SEO, I most likely want to go to business and industry. I'll probably want to scroll down to entrepreneurship and tick this box right here. As my post is all about SEO, which is getting a website onto the first page of Google. So who would be interested in that? Most likely an entrepreneur who is interested in starting their own business or potentially starting their own SEO or digital marketing agency. Of course, the options I'm selecting here are just very broad. It's just to give you an idea of exactly how this tool works in comparison to the other tool, which I'm going to show you shortly. So once you're happy with your detailed targeting, you want to go back and click this arrow like so. And now this will give you an overview of all of your audience settings which you've just configured. So just be sure to double check this and make sure this is all correct. At the moment, I can see I made a small mistake with my one on the age. This should actually be 25 to 34. However, I've got 25 to 35. So just be very careful, as it is very easy to move this toggle one too many spaces and actually get the wrong age range, which of course was taken from our Facebook Insights data. So at the moment, you can see it says my potential reach. So the amount of people this ad could actually reach on Facebook is 1.7 million people. So this is actually still very, very broad. Although Facebook deem it as a defined audience, you definitely want to try and play around with your audience to get it as most specific as possible. As the more specific your audience is, then the more targeted your ads are going to be, and thus likely the better your ads are going to perform. So in this instance, instead of me targeting the whole of United Kingdom plus 25 kilometers, which as you can see has a potential reach of 1.7 million, I could actually delete United Kingdom from here and under locations, just target a city within the United Kingdom, such as London, which of course is the capital of the United Kingdom. So we have it right here, London, England, United Kingdom. This is a city. So if I go ahead and click that, you can also update the radius as well. So at the moment, it's set to 40 kilometers at standard. You can go ahead and just lower that if you wish to 35 kilometers or whatever you deem is going to be relevant. And as you can see, that has a big impact on your potential reach. So I've gone from 1.7 million down to 460,000. So once you're happy with your settings, just simply go ahead and click Save Audience, and then that is going to go ahead and save all of your settings. So you can also choose to show your ads to people who like your page as well, or people who like your page and their friends. So you might be wondering, well, why do I want to show ads to people who already like my Facebook page? Well, this is because not everyone who likes your page is going to see your post. For example, if I go over to my Facebook page right here, you can see I've got this post, it's reached 172 people, and it's got 23 engagements on it. However, my Facebook page actually has 494 likes and 506 people follow my page. However, it's only reached 172, which is less than half of this number. So what this means is that not everyone who follows me has actually seen this post. So I can then choose to boost this post to my followers to make sure they all see this post. So that's a really good option if you find that you're not getting that many engagement and visibility from your current post on your page. So you can also scroll down and check the duration of your ad as well. So you can have your ad running for 5 days, 4 days, however long you'd like. You can also put in a total budget as well. And when it comes to placement, you can choose where you want your ads to show. You can go on Facebook and Instagram by default. Now, if you scroll back to the top, you can also see a preview of your ad as well. We know this is an ad as it says sponsored right here under the page name, which is Josh George. And you can see it says learn more, which is a button we have configured. So it gives you an overview of what you can expect to achieve as well. So people reach 347 to 1,000, and it lets you know what engagement you should generate on your post as well. One thing to bear in mind is these are all estimates, and Facebook can't actually guarantee that you will achieve these numbers. And of course, the numbers you are seeing here is going to be relevant on the budget you decide. So at the moment, I've got mine to £10, but if I increase that to, let's say, £40 for example, or £50, you can see the numbers obviously increase as well. So hopefully that gives you a good overview and a good idea of exactly how this tool works. So now we've covered how you can boost a post and how it all works, it's time to go through the disadvantages of using this tool. So one of the biggest disadvantages of using the boost your post option is that you don't have all of the options available to you, such as the different types of bid types, and that can be really important if you want to become a serious advertiser. There's also a few more options which are hidden as well. For example, if I go onto audience, you will see that it says for more advanced targeting features, go to the ads manager. So although you think you have a few different options by default within the boost your post option, you can get even more features by using the ads manager, which is actually the second tool which I'm going to show you shortly. But one of the biggest disadvantages of using the boost your post option is that this tool is only really good for boosting a post, aka increasing the visibility of that specific post to get more likes and engagement. So the objective for you, if you want to use this tool, is simply that, to get more likes and engagement. However, if you really want to generate more website traffic or generate some app installations, then this wouldn't be the tool to use. However, it's still a great tool. As you can see, it has a lot of options. It's very quick to set up and it's very easy to use. So the other tool which I want to show you is going to be this one right here, which you can access by going to facebook.com, and this tool is called the Ads Manager. So once you log into the Ads Manager and go ahead and click create, you have a lot more different campaign objectives which you can select from. You can choose to grow your brand by going for more brand awareness. You can have a campaign objective as reach. You can have a campaign objective to generate more traffic to your website, to generate more engagement, which is basically you're boosting your post. So you have the boost your post option within the Ads Manager already, but you have a lot more different options as well, such as app installations, video views, lead generation, messages. You can even go for conversions, catalog sales, and even store traffic as well. So the Ads Manager is essentially a step up from the boost option. The setup process when you create an ad is very straightforward as well. Facebook uses the same clean, straightforward interface, so you simply just follow it. It's very straightforward, as I'm going to show you in great detail in the next few videos coming up. In addition to using the Ads Manager, Facebook also give you a lot more options when it comes to the ad creative. So as you can see, I can create my ad, and the creative is going to be the image which people see on Facebook. I can go for a single image or a video. I can go for a carousel, so 2 or more scrollable images or videos. I can add my own creative, add a headline, primary text, description, a link to a website, and so on and so on. So way more advanced features than you have when you use the Boost a Post option. So as a result, Ads Manager is actually the option which I recommend you use when it comes to creating your Facebook ads. So now you know where to get started. I'll see you in the next one.